All right. I'm back again. You see, I'm actually wearing the same shirt as my last video because I'm following up with more information my heart wants to share a lot tonight. I just finished, watching some recent media about my beloved community, Twin Flames Universe, and I really wanted to discuss the relationship of the media with Twin Flames Universe um, and why it's having a very hard time understanding what this community really is about. And I'm going to seek to bring more clarity and understanding about that. Twin Flames Universe is founded, by Jeff and Shaleia. They discovered a really profound relationship with God through their coming together in harmonious union and their discovery of twin flames and the discovery that everyone has a one true love. And they discovered much more than just this power of true love. They discovered a path to God, and it's a very profound path of spiritual healing, of really just peeling back the illusions and the layers that are keeping us from the full experience of our truth that we are loved and cherished by God, and all the good things that we desire are here for us. Um, so that's the truth. And of course, the spiritual work is peeling back those layers that keep us from experiencing that and knowing that. And that is a very deep journey. As you can imagine, how can planet Earth be in the situation it is if we have a perfect God who loves us so much, which is the truth? How can we experience so much suffering and trials? That is the inner work. And of course, we say inner work, there's also, inner work leads to powerful and profound outer work as well. And they teach that process as well. But it's a deep, deep, meaningful spiritual process that leads you into extremely intimate and potent and vulnerable places in your consciousness. And I want to share that my experience navigating these, whether in the community or just watching classes by myself, have always been in the presence of great love, very passionate people who love God with all their heart and share that knowledge and that passion with all that they are at the service of others. Um, and so I just want to share that there's this like really deep spiritual journey that's seeking to be conveyed, but from an outside perspective it's very difficult to understand. And honestly, in the most recent media they talk about that comparison with, Martin Luther King or Jesus, and I know those are big comparisons, but they're worthy comparisons. Those people were communicating a really profound spiritual transformation and change that nobody understood. And from the outside, it just didn't make any sense. Why are these Christians acting in such a different way? And I didn't live in that area, but apparently it freaked people out. And they didn't understand their behavior and their transformation. Why are in Martin Luther King's time, these people putting their life on the line for their principles and defying laws and going to jail for their principles? And profound change, societal change came out of both of these movements, but a lot of societal flashback, or whatever you want to call that. And that's what I want to speak to. And that's what we see. It's just whenever, society is given this hugely transformative new way of being, uh, there's often a period of adjustment, and often not pretty. It's just the way things tend to be. Prophets are despised until they're loved over time. But that doesn't have to be that way. And I'm making this video just to really help you see that if you're watching outside media, you really, I invite you to visit their website, twinflamesuniverse.com. Just in your own way, if you want to form an opinion, have your own relationship with their media. There's nothing they're hiding. They're very transparent organization. Watch their videos, watch their free content, read what they have to say. My experience having dove in for whatever, dived in for years, 5 or more years, is just a profound love for God and for life and a passion for people living their fullest and best life and being fearless about bringing tools and resources for people to be able to access to make those changes. There's so much passion. And when you look at the number of people whose lives have been so amazingly transformed, you can see it on the website, the testimonials, just this huge positive movement that has come of it. It's such a beautiful thing to see. And you really have to do your own research and see it for yourself. Because it's like if you're in Jesus's time, I would not recommend going to the crowd that crucified him to understand who Jesus was. I know that's a very profound comparison. I wouldn't go to Martin Luther King's jailers to understand who Martin Luther King was. Look at the person, look at their followers, look at their hearts, look at their words, look at their passion. That is how you come to understand. And of course, over time, you get to look at that transformation of society. But that's what comes over time. But the truly uh, powerful people are those who see those prophets in their day. And that's what I'm inviting you to see. For yourself, I'm inviting you to look into that, or at least suspend your judgment until you've done the research with your heart in into the actual, resources that those people and those their videos, their own words, not something convoluted through somebody else, but really study someone else's own vibration, their videos, their content, to understand the soul of that person. My experience has been profoundly, I've never experienced so much peace and joy, as I said in my last video. It's been going through deeper into these teachings, but I'm really just expressing there's a deep spiritual journey involved here, and different people have, and they talk about this in that most recent media. Those people who've really spoken out negatively have gotten caught in some negative places in that journey, which there are tools in the community to get through those very challenging times. But if you don't use those tools, you can actually get caught in these places. That's not the goal. The goal is, this work can actually heal all things, but that has to be a person's choice. You can also just choose to stay stuck in a really difficult place. But the purpose and the goal of this community is total and complete healing. And it's the tools are there to do that for each individual, but nobody can do it for you. You have to choose to heal and love yourself, and that is the core of it. And that's why, of course, it is a free movement of people who can be a part of it or not, according to their choosing, because you have to want to heal. You have to want to change your life. Nobody can do it for you. So I just wanted to add that caveat that um, just to bring to heart what a deeply sacred journey and spiritual journey this is. And so it deserves a deeper level of study to understand what this is truly about. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. I send you so much blessing on your journey wherever you are, and I wish you great love and success and romance in your life. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.